falling down cooler 闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げてなお大ボーナなんてもうグッバイ証拠にもなくファイナカマと Need another day I wanna know it from missing no more どこまでも抗ってこう今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Give me the point throw in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I got ghosts, keep myself safe from back foot I got ghosts, keep myself see a suspect Time away from me, stop my shadow Smooth, let us set my tongue on this fix I can Nobody knows, cause I can't flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. So this does not surprise me. Whether he's doing good or not, he just went back on his word. And this time he's going to be catching preds with Skeeter Gene. This guy can't be, honestly, I can't trust anything JiDion does or say. Whether they're doing right in this video, but he made it very clear in when he said he was going back to just start doing reaction videos, or like he was talking about like he moved on from Jesus or whatever, blah blah blah. Yo, but this is just downright low, guys. And I agree with what Samurai said here. He's got to be the biggest bullshitter on the internet right now. Like when you make a decision and you promise to keep that oath, don't go back in your words just because now it may not be working out for you. So like in this video, again, I'm not going to explain too much about the video. Again, they're going to be catching a predator that's after a 14-year-old, and then they're planning to meet and see a movie, Shrek apparently, and then this time they get the police involved. Sure, that's a good thing. They're helping catching predators, but the same, if they're of course they need to benefit. But it's just how much he contradicts himself is the problem. See? So you're gonna see the whole setup, you guys, because I understand with YouTube skylines, and then they got the fake decoy. I don't know how this girl even looks 14 to begin with. Yeah, she looks young, but she doesn't look like 14 in my opinion. More like early 20s, 18, 19. But I personally did not want to watch his video because I'm supporting him. And he's giving girl, and it's still weird though, because he's giving this girl tips and how to set him up, how to make him feel comfortable. He should not be giving. The point is, he should not be giving anybody advice. Like, this guy is just completely full of himself. Like, I don't like predators. Trust me, I'm not. This is not me condoning the predator's behavior, but it's like you're really going back on your word. I understand that there are people who probably begged him to come back. His crazy diehard fans who happen to be like minors or whatever, who love his content. But now he's looking more like a fool than a comedian. If you guys catch what I mean, it's just not funny anymore. It's just sad and pathetic. And some people don't realize it. For those who are naive, they don't realize it that he's only in it for the money, and he's very desperate. He doesn't have to show like anguish or depression to show that he's desperate. It's his decision making and how he decides he wants to go back, and he misses doing prank videos. He misses catching predators, like, and people are really missing the point. If you really missed on that, you wouldn't decide to go to God or whatever after all that backlash. He could have just explained himself, admit that they failed to catch EDP or whatever in the act, and that they'll try to do better. The whole purpose is to try to redeem yourself. But doing what he's doing right now, I don't think he's trying to redeem himself. He's just thinking that people just forget, and that's one thing I find so. He waits several months for people to just move on and forget about the whole situation, like as if nothing happened, and just skip and then eventually just like skip all of that, forget everything happened in the past, and then continue going back to what he's used to. One thing I will be honest, I think JiDion is better at doing pranks. He's better at trolling predators. Honestly, he should have never even thought about going to Jesus. He should have kept with that shtick. But my issue is that he's just contradicting himself and lying, going back on his word, and not keeping his not being honest with the people. And again, yet of course, you can't get your personal life involved. I respect that. But we can't ask him what's going on in his life. But at the same time, it's you're scamming people to this, and he's just doing this to manipulate his audience in order to donate him more money so that he can thrive off of his name, JiDion. Because I think JiDion is clearly forgetting who he originally was. He wasn't someone who preached to God. He was someone. He should have been able to kept that role. He should have been he should have had more faith in his role. Honestly, he should have known. He honestly has no clue what made him who he is today. It was literally the pranks. It was literally him trolling. He should have never even decided to move past that and then stick to something else, just because his life is not going the way he wants to, or people are basically bashing him on the internet because of the botched EDP situation. And like I said, even though there wasn't much they could do against, there wasn't much they can do towards EDP, but at least of course nobody's perfect. I'm not saying everybody. I'm not expecting him to catch every predator and get EDP arrested, but at the same time, it's at least if you're really trying to get him arrested, at least take the situation seriously. Honestly, I think JiDion, I'm being real, because I think JiDion truly forgot who he truly was as an influencer. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Of course, you guys are going to see the pred being exposed, possibly going to jail, stuff. You watch the full-length video on this JiDion Premium, I apologize. Overall, just having a conversation with the so-called minor, and then he gets caught up. But again, I'm not trying to make decisions for JiDion. It's just the fact that I just get very, I'm not gonna lie, I get very irritated. People decide to manipulate you and trick you, and they forget all of a sudden they want to forget everything that they did in the past and then move on, so they can all of a sudden get a good outlet on themselves. And what I mean a good outlet, so people can be able to look at them. There's one thing, of course, you want to get compliments, so people can look at you in a positive way only, instead of just being a man and just taking the L's and just accepting criticism. Because that's all. Sometimes you gotta be criticized in order for you to realize your mistakes. In order to be able to embrace the fact that there's some things you need to work on. And that's something that JiDion's, he's refusing to look back on the things he did and trying to improve himself. But I don't see him as a comedian anymore. I just see him as a sort just a halfway loser. Because I don't yeah, he may still have the numbers, he may still have the followers, subscribers, but at the same time, majority of these people are just very naive people, and just don't realize that he's trying to benefit as much as he can and leech off of people. So even though they're doing a good job, they're doing God's work. This here may be a good deed, but at the same time, let's be real. He only cares unless there's money involved. I don't think he really cared about justice or bringing peace among people, helping society. That's just a fairy tale, fictional story that you just hear spitting out of people's mouths. So I don't want to discuss the text messages. You can find out for yourself and what's to be said, because they all come. These persons, they all see the same thing. Makes excuses. It's their first time, whatever. But you'll really get just everything just by watching the video, because since I already made the audio. But I want to see if he does get arrested, this great predator. Even though it's focused on JiDion, let's see if he does get some sort of consequence. That's what I'm just trying to find. And I can tell, yes, police are involved. He claims that he was just trying to watch a movie with the 14-year-old Shrek, I presume. Still trying to negotiate with the police and trying to basically hoping that the police officer would be lenient towards him, let him off with a slap on the wrist. You know what I mean, you guys? There's nothing else to like explain what he could be asking. So he's still trying to talk his way out of it, but it's not going to work in this situation. I have a feeling he's going to get arrested. So here, see, this is an example of him just being goofy. Like, it's not even funny. He's dancing. I get it, he's a prankster too, but it's like at the same time, it's like you're just in it for the clout and the money, JiDion. There's nothing much to say about you, dude. Like, continue doing videos with Skeeter G, continue doing prank videos, but at least be honest. Like, honestly, like I want to be real with you guys. He should just at least confess that him being Christian, him supporting God, going to religion, wasn't working out for him. If he was to admit that and realize that was a really bad idea and it wasn't getting him to where he is right now, he should just confess to that. Then I'd probably give him I would give him a bit more respect, but at the same time I wouldn't forget, because it's clearly I'm gonna be real with you guys. He clearly forgotten who he was, and he doesn't realize what made him the person he is today. And it was the pranks, and it was him trolling predators, whether it be maybe idiots who deserve it, scumbags. But he's clearly lost, and I hate to say it, he's lost with who he is. Even though I don't entirely watch his content, but I knew the type of person he was, just by having to get a glimpse of his content. And I feel like he's confused. Like, he has no clue. Like, again, it's just the money that is what's putting him in a good mood. Is what's encouraging him to do those antics. And there's no denying that. But I just want to see this weirdo get arrested. Like, this weirdo, to just watch and enjoy. It looks like he's getting arrested. I'm not too sure. I don't want to hear JiDion talk because again, like, I can't trust a word he says anymore. Whether I'm not gonna say he's always honest. Whether there are times where he's being honest, but he's just not a trustworthy person. I'm being real with you guys. If he's really being honest, he needs to provide proof from now on. I'm not gonna accept anything from him or believe what comes out of his mouth unless he provides us proof. And I'm sure Samurai, Red, and the others are with me on that, because like what he says just sounds like BS. Because he has nobody but to blame but himself. He brought it upon himself. His decisions is the reason why people like me and others change our mind about him, and we can't trust him. So whether it seems harsh or not, if we're maybe like, if we don't know him too personally, and I'm not trying to get into his personal life, if you don't know him too well, whether he may be a good person or not, he's just the type of person that's just willing to catch over it if things don't go his way. But again, whether the predator got arrested, I'm just gonna end up from there, because like, I don't know if he did get arrested, but it seemed like he did get it seemed like the police did like remove him from the sting house. So whether he got evacuated, I'm not sure whether he's going to jail, because I'm not trying to support JiDion whatsoever. So once they did evacuate, hopefully he does go to jail. But I'm just getting enough there, you guys. Just to me, it just feels disappointing and just shameful to see like how just JiDion shifts from religion to pranks and then to predator catching. It's like, it's no surprise to me. It's pathetic and sad how desperate he is. Like, so it's not unbelievable, because I had a feelings, but I don't want to go back on what I said. I'm just gonna end off here, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.